There once was a student named Bromothymol Blue. She went to a school called Molecules, Acids, and Potassium Secondary School, which stood for MAC Secondary School. It was a prestigious school for young acids, bases, salts, and indicators. Bromothymol Blue was an indicator, also known as a weak acid or weak base. She was an average student and usually did her work, but occasionally she would procrastinate from time to time.
One day during her chemistry block, their teacher, Miss K.A., decided to give them a lot of homework and an optional bonus assignment, which was done in groups and was due in the next class. Out of a randomized draw, Bromo Crystal Green got to pick his group first. Nitrate and lye decided to pair up with each other together with Bromo Crystal Green, while perchloride and ammonia paired up with Bromothymol Blue. Bromothymol Blue's group starts working on their homework, but soon finds out that things are not working out. Perchloride is smart and gets everything, while ammonia has a hard time understanding the homework. Bromothymol Blue decides to help perchloride so she can finish faster. And ends up ignoring ammonia, who falls behind. Meanwhile, Bromo Crystal Green's group is also having trouble working together. Nitrate is very excited to start working, while his partner Lye isn't feeling motivated. Bromo Crystal Green isn't sure what to do and ends up feeling sad for his partner too. Both groups end the day with not much done.
The next day, Ms. K.A. decided to give her class a work block to finish their homework and optional bonus assignment. Bromothymol Blue was feeling sad because she didn't get to work with her desired classmates, and as a result, she didn't get much done earlier and felt very unproductive. Nearing the end of class, Ms. K.A. walked around and saw how the groups were not working together, and she was not happy with that. She told them that if they didn't cooperate with each other, all of them would fail. She announced that she was assigning another group assignment, but this time the students could choose who they wanted to work with. The bell rang and Bromothymol Blue went home feeling a tad bit overwhelmed. She has not started the project and it was due pretty soon. Luckily, Nitric and Lye, her classmates, called and offered to work with her. Bromothymol Blue's work habits are in the middle of Nitric's and Lye's. Nitric is a very productive student, but on the other hand, Lye likes to slack off in class. Bromothymol Blue procrastinates sometimes, but ends up getting most of the work done.
She was one of the very few students who could indicate the times where Nitric and Lye were both working well. Therefore, she was the perfect partner for them. Another indicator, Bromocresol Green, wouldn't work at all because their tendency to work with Nitric and Lye just wasn't right. Bromocresol Green would always end up working solely with Nitric and leave Lye alone, just like his old group where he only worked with one of the group members. The three of them worked hard under Nitric's watch and were punctual. As they were working, Bromothymol Blue felt more confident. Her work habits started changing and she went from feeling sad to feeling more neutral. The amount of homework she had was decreasing. With the help of Nitric, Bromothymol Blue worked a lot faster than before. She even finished the optional bonus assignment before the due date, which made her very happy at the end.
The following week, Miss KA decided to give the class more homework and another optional assignment. Nitrate and Lye decided to work with Bromothymol Blue again. Last time they worked together, it was very effective. After school on the day before the homework was due, they headed down to a nearby cafe to do their homework. This time while they were working, Lye and Bromothymol Blue were constantly distracted and procrastinated while Nitrate was working. Her work habits were changed, and she went from feeling sad to more neutral once again. As a result of Lye's constant distractions, they barely finished any homework. Bromothymol Blue didn't have enough time to finish her homework and handed it in as incomplete. She felt terrible.
Bromothymol Blue received her grade, which was a C-, and felt slightly upset. Although she expected it, she never thought of herself as a bad student. This made her realize that in order to receive the best result, it must be done through teamwork, with all of them working together. She was the most appropriate student for the job of finding the best balance between Nitric and Lye. Bromothymol Blue, together with Nitric and Lye, always finished their homework and achieved what they wanted. From that day on, Bromothymol Blue was always the one who indicated which students worked well together and which ones didn't.
The end.